Mountain is colder and more unforgiving than ever. Never climbed the playoff mountain? Good luck. Never played in the frigid cold? It's going to be 19 degrees, minus 19 in Kansas City. Good luck. Decided to take 21 days, aka 3 weeks off in between NFL games. Well, good luck. Alas, we look onward and upward as we ascend the most treacherous quarterback ranking in all of sports. We call it Mahomes Mountain.
Indeed we do, Kevin Wildes. If you weren't watching, about 40 minutes ago, we did our end of regular season mountain, but now it is the playoffs. It is a very different time of year. It is where, as you know, as they say, the cream rises to the top, and where experience at least matters a bit. So we will give you a 14-person Mahomes Mountain, only the playoff quarterbacks. The bottom row, I do not think anyone will disagree with.
I like this.
You have Baker, 1-1 in the postseason. Tua's never played in the postseason. Jalen, a shocking fall, but given how he played last year, Jalen 2-2 in the postseason, and Mason Rudolph, of course, having never played in the postseason. They are the bottom row of Mahomes Mountain. Now to row 4. Joe Flacco, 10 postseason wins. Unfortunately, they all came in the standard definition era, but they still happened. Jared Goff has been to a Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Love never played in the postseason, but is red hot right now. The last 2 months of football has been exceptional. Brock Purdy, 2-1 in the postseason. One excellent postseason game, his first ever. One mediocre game, I would say, and then one game that doesn't really count. He got to only play a few snaps before he got hurt. Now to the top 6. Third row, Lamar Jackson. He's about to be a 2-time MVP. That means he will have 2 more MVPs and he has quality playoff starts. He hopes to change that this year, but that is the reality. CJ Stroud. The Mountain is giving this young man a lot of credit for a rookie making his first ever postseason start, but he has earned it, checking off every box throughout the year, from comeback victories, big-time throws, rallying from behind. And then Josh Allen, we have seen him in the postseason be brilliant. We have seen him in the postseason literally throw the ball behind his head in a 3-point game with a minute left. We have seen him in the postseason blow teams out. We have seen him in the postseason get blown out, but no one can act like he is not scary for all involved. All 106 players on both teams are afraid of what's coming out with Josh Allen. Is where he deserves to be. And now, row 2 of the mountain, Matt Stafford, who has been absolutely sensational since coming back from injury. Matt Stafford, who was on a heater the last time he was in the postseason, and Dak Prescott, who has a credible case for league MVP that nobody seems to want to make because Lamar won it after week 17, which is odd because the NFL season is now 18 weeks, but it is what it is. And then without a doubt, atop the playoff iteration of Mahomes Mountain is, of course, Patrick Mahomes. And for those of, yes, 11-3, that is a gaudy postseason record, but I promise it is better than that. If we can show you Mahomes' postseason stats, what you'll see is best in everything. And so, yes, the regular season didn't go as well as one would have hoped, but in the postseason, even last year when he played most of the postseason on one leg, it has gone quite well. So that, Greg Jennings, is the postseason iteration of Mahomes Mountain. I don't think it's controversial nor that debatable, so I don't know what we're going to do for these last 8 minutes, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like the mountain.
Thank you.
There's a couple things that I would change, but I would just want to point out the guy kind of right there in the middle, C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm pointing out C.J. Stroud, and I understand the mountain is being nice to C.J. Stroud, but I'm nicer. And this young man is he's almost like one of those anomalies.
Wow.
You can't put him where you don't know where he's supposed to be, so I'll do it because I figure I know. I'm just going to take him all the way to the top and right under that guy that's Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, second from the top. Okay,
yeah,
you're going to replace go ahead.
I'm going to replace these two because this young man plays with no fear.
Yeah.
He doesn't know any better, but he is better than all these quarterbacks that are on the mountain with him. Like, when you talk about playoff history, he doesn't have any playoff history. He's been in big games, big moments, and he's shined on those moments.
College football playoff was pretty good.
Absolutely. And so when you look at Lamar, he's, in my opinion, he would be the only other one that I would say has an opportunity to do something really special, but we just don't know because of past history. He has no history, and nothing tells us that he is going to fail in this moment because he hasn't failed all season long. So for me, CJ Stroud is a guy that you can move up because you just trust who he is, and he's been doing some remarkable things. I don't know if you know. Do we have a little tweet that was out there? I just want you guys to know, look at this. There's 3 quarterbacks in the last 50 seasons that have led the NFL in passing yards per game and in TD interception ratio.
Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know
look
that.
Look at the guys on this list.
Pretty good.
Joe Montana, Tom Brady, CJ Stroud. They weren't rookies, mind
Correct.
you. He's the only rookie to ever do that. He will probably be the only rookie to ever do it. Like, this young man is different. He's going to be in the yellow jacket one day.
Wow.
And he's well on his way.
Wow. Greg is going a little over the top, but you know what, Greg? I applaud it. Wow, 2 future Hall of Famers in the AFC South. Unbelievable.
You really like Richardson. You really like Anthony Richardson.
Maybe we're going to the hat trick. Here's what I will say in support of CJ. He has not played in the playoffs, but he kind of has. I'm not talking college, because this weekend's game was a playoff game. They win, they're in the playoffs, they lose, their season's over, and he started the game off with a 75-yard strike to Nico Collins. So I will give him credit in that regard.
Can I just ask one thing?
Yeah.
Do you give that credit? Was it kind of a playoff game?
You know what he said? You're setting him up?
No, I'm asking you.
Yeah, I do, kind of.
Oh, last year you told me it's not a playoff game. I just wanted you to say that.
He was. You thought I was.
I thought you only had the Aaron Rodgers receiver.
He thought you were trying to set up me about so Trevor Lawrence didn't play well in a playoff game.
No.
Listen, most quarterbacks can't play well hurt in the playoffs. Only Mahomes. Go ahead.
I forgot about that.
Greg. Nice try. You get an A for effort for trying to steal CJ Stroud from me. He's my guy. All right, you can throw out all the. He's Nick
Bruce said he
knows.
would take him number 1 overall.
Yes, I was saying shouting from the rooftops.
Really, just
that I would take him over Bryce Young.
You said that about him. I say he's the second best quarterback in all of football.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Whoever
I
has
claimed
the,
him.
no, just
I
for the record,
claimed him.
No.
Whoever has the
Hottest.
best compliment gets to.
Gets the guy.
Put him
He's
in
going to be the GOAT now. All right. Nick, I got to move Lamar up. Now, you're holding his past playoff resume against him, 1-3. Dak's 2-4. In fact, in his last 4 playoff games, Dak is 1-3. All right, and the last time we saw Dak, it wasn't pretty in the playoffs. 1 touchdown, 2 picks against the Niners. We all remember that. So I am moving Lamar up. I'd move him ahead of Stafford too, but I'm moving him up to that second row. I'm cool with Mahomes at number 1. So Lamar moves up. I think the thing with Lamar and his playoff record, and it's not just his record, his performances, weren't good. But we all will admit, he wasn't really that close to being the passer he is now. And I'm not saying he's Mahomes now, but he has improved dramatically as a passer. He's in a more pass-friendly offense. He's looking to pass more. Like before, it was first couple options not there, you're running, and he has better receivers. So I think, and look, this year I feel like he's answered all the questions as far as passing the football in the regular season.
Correct.
Got to do it in the playoffs.
I agree with all of that.
And he's done it against, like I mentioned with Purdy, 6-2 against playoff teams, 16 touchdowns, 5 picks, 3 more rushing touchdowns. So I got to move Lamar.
I was about to say I agree with all of that, and then I realized what your bottom line said. That's unfair. It's not that I don't believe in Lamar. It is that I don't yet believe in playoff Lamar. I don't. And while the records, I understand what you're saying with Dak, we have seen Dak have 2 A-plus playoff games. His first game ever.
Yes.
As a rookie, now he lost Aaron Rodgers, but he was amazing in that game. We saw him play really well. I think it was against Detroit. I don't even remember, a few years ago. And then he was excellent, an A-plus game in the first round last year. Now, he was bad in the second round, so it's not so much about the win-loss record. I know that's what we put up there because it's easily digestible. But we have seen him play really well in the postseason. We're yet to see that from Lamar.
I'm going to put Tua. I just want to move Tua up maybe 1 row. I feel like Tua is underrated at this point. Led the league in passing.
Okay, I'm all right with that.
I mean, I just kind of want him somewhere. Here's his
over
stats.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love is heated up and Tua is cooled off. I think Tua struggles without Waddle. He's kind of a different quarterback. But Pat, this is just regular season. He's got 50 more yards than Baker. He's got more than Jalen Hurts all of a sudden. Touchdown, interception, the passer rating, he's better than all those guys too.
Yeah.
He also needs this win more than anybody else on his row. If Jalen loses, it's like, you were injured and this season has been kind of in the toilet. Baker doesn't need to win. Baker's kind of playing with house money. And who else is there? Mason Rudolph.
But
Tua is like playing for his contract.
Wild.
It's going to be
If
wild.
they lose to the Chiefs, you think he's going to get killed?
He's going to
I think
lose
it's just going to be like,
games
this is who Tua
to end the year, and he plays poorly.
I mean, he's not getting paid.
But hold on, Wildes.
Yeah.
I am putting your feet to the fire here. You did a very interesting thing where you compared him to people on his row.
Yeah.
But you are asking him to move up.
Well, I think
So who are you pulling
the
down?
diamond shape or the triangle shape.
Who are
really
you
limits
pulling
us.
down? You want to pull down Flacco?
I like playoff experience.
Right, okay, you want to pull down Goff, who's been to a Super Bowl. You like playoff experience? You've
No, I
always
like him
defended
at
Goff
home.
in his tiny hands.
Probably Jordan Love.
Oh, Green Bay Packer fans, go after him. Go after him. That's your guy.
Probably Jordan Love, but Jordan Love is hot.
Jordan Love, ever
defense.
since
I know
he beat
you're not pulling
Mahomes, has
down
been on a
Purdy.
heater. You pull down
Not
Purdy.
pulling down.
Wow, you know what? Say Purdy, and I might agree with you.
You thinking?
You want
3 weeks off?
Hold on. It's not 3. God.
3 weeks off?
Agree with that.
It's a long time.
Like 3.5 almost, if you really start counting out.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.